Row your boat. Hey Skirk, how you doing? Thank you for the 30 bits. I'm gonna need a fucking boat. It's rain. So much rain. I'm tired. Fuck, today was busy. Alright, hope we're all good. Video games. Yeah, I did get the hit. Apparently didn't record. Hey Lurkin, how you doing? Hi. Let's see if I can just hit this off the rip. It is 2 I press, right? Yes. Oh, excellent. Fuck. That was a complete blunder. It's 1. No, it's not. Grenade, action skill, turn 1, 2, shoot. See, that's not a lot of stuff. But I keep fucking it up. Did that throw? No, good. Why? You know, I think the solution to this that is probably just the solution.
You might want to run. Stay down, scrub.
Alright, I wanted to farm a red line in-game and check out its paths. So let's do that real quick. Nearly one-shot him without short fuse. So with should just kind of be free. Hence, can I do it without flare? That works. Hey Plasmin, how you doing? You know, there are multiple viable Moze builds, but there are 2 or 3 in particular you say are cut above the rest when it comes to mobbing and bossing efficiency. The thing is most builds that people put out are going to be close enough that, you know, they'll do just fine. My favorite two, to just kind of like use and, you know, have a cozy time, whatever I throw them at, is Rocketeer Moze. This is where you use a Rocketeer class mod, and you can plonk down Auto Bear to be basically just a giant turret that mops stuff up, and then you just run around and do your killing as well. And the other one is, I've uploaded it as Banjo Bear. It's an Iron Bear build, which is just so easy to play. Basically can't die. So those are my 2 personal highlights for Moze loadouts. Hey Viper, how you doing? Good to see you. Hello, hello. Rocketeer with debuff rockets? Yeah, because Iron Bear didn't do much damage. I mean, if you think about it, it's a really silly idea. You use an entire class mod for the sake of an inconsistent 15% damage bonus. And action skill? Well, the action skill wasn't really doing much anyway. Like, a lot of people would play without action skill, so I just don't even use it. Minesweeper Bloodletter. Bloodletter doesn't really have much damage. Minesweeper is good for bossing, but it's a bit awkward for mobbing. So the thing is, between Minesweeper and Rocketeer, there is no damage difference. The reason why Rocketeer is so good is A, Auto Bear clearing is so powerful, and it comes with Skagdown, which Minesweeper does as well. And that's a huge damage bonus. You're actually doing the same amount of damage. And the thing is, in mobbing, and a lot of bossing, is they're dead before a Minesweeper grenade will detonate. So you may as well just have Auto Bear there, sniping fools, while you're, you know, one-shotting fools. We're doing Hellwalker today, apparently. It's like 3-4 Hellwalkers in 7 runs. Plasmin, I would say so. Very much, yes.
Murderized!
Even knows I love the Hellwalker. Yeah, and most of the time I'd be here for a Hellwalker. Not today, though. I'm here for Redline today. Stuff maybe. It depends what you value more, Viper. So if you just like want rock steady clearing, especially in, you know, within a zone, Rocketeer for sure. But if you're moving through a map, then there's an argument for ASS just because it's a faster playstyle. You're not plonking down a turret. But the thing is damage-wise, they're both very comparable, ASS and Rocketeer. But Rocketeer has the turret, whereas ASS does not. So you're doing largely the same amount of damage, but one has a backup, you know, very effective turret that can play the game by itself, and one doesn't. So I'm going to choose that one. Yeah, rapid fire is the desire sensor. Because the issue with ASS, especially with Revolta, is okay, 50% fire rate, fantastic. But it's a 200% bonus element that's inconsistent. Whereas Rocketeer gives me a additional 495 or something. It's around there, isn't it? Bonus element. So like, I'll go with that one. 465 bonus element. There we go. Not that one in particular, Plasmin, but I know Earthquake. It's probably a very good build, yes. But it being Bloodletter means it's just going to be lower on damage. That's Bloodletter. Unless you're doing Snowshoe Slamming. That is very powerful. But that's an entirely different playstyle. And he's Revolta for the fire, right? Yeah, the 50%. Toboggan? Is it launches? So if it's Toboggan, that sounds like amp launches. May 11 True Ultimate Story, while building your Digi Zane, I'm looking for Executor class mod. What would be the best role for damage buffing? The thing is with Executor is the skills are actually quite limited in roles. Violent Violence can't go above 2. All the skills are good. Don't worry about the skills. You're going to be going for passives. So that's going to be weapon crit damage, splash damage if you're using splash weapons, manufacture crit damage if you're using those weapons, weapon type damage, so like SMG damage. I think I already mentioned that one. Don't worry about gun damage. Like weapon damage, that you don't need to worry about that. If you get it, sure, but like value it quite low. And yeah, those are just the ones you're after. Cooldown rate's always nice. Splash radius is always nice. Yeah, for skills, it's like any combination. I'd say 2 in Violent Violence is basically like your best bet. 2 VV, and then any kind of split of the other 2. Launches URAD, yeah, so that's very good. Launches with URAD, Bloodletter, using Bloodletter to fill amp to get powerful rockets. That's great. But it is also more work for something that Rocketeer and even Flame ASS can do. And that's just have a rocket launcher that one-shots everything. You don't need to go through that trouble to make a Plague Bearer's projectiles want to tap everything that it touches. We just have an overabundance of damage. And then, of course, you're sacrificing Healthgate to do that. Flash damage, crit, and so on and forth, yeah. So main Moze build. If I'm on my feet, Rocketeer, and if I'm in Iron Bear, Banjo Bear. And so it really is. Now, the main thing that's to keep in mind, Plasmin, is the part of Rocketeer that improves your damage is having Skagden on the skill roll. So when you're farming it, try and get at least like 3 Skagden, plus like a good passive. More the better. I think also jump through necessary hoops. Yeah, I mean, it feels good to do, but it also just ends up holding you back when you're needing to do things when you could just stand there and shoot gun. Yeah, +2. Yeah, +5's of course ideal, but it's also unrealistic to farm. Jesus fucking Christ. Is that rolls optimal? Yeah, pretty much. Splash, weapon damage, type, crit, all that. In terms of playstyle, Plasmin, what are you going to be doing? Let's say you've got an area that you want to clear out. You're just going to go somewhere that would be great to just put a sentry turret. So, I'll just go here. I'll put my sentry turret down. And then I'll start killing. I don't have auto bear. That's funny. But yeah, whilst you're killing, your auto bear will just be like sniping everybody. And they will one-shot. You use cap arms, and then they'll start chaining, and literally you could just stand by it, go and make a sandwich, come back, and it'll have cleared it for you. Or you can play yourself at the same time, and yeah, everything will be dead. It's like having a whole other player. And then in terms of weapon choice, literally like anything. I primarily splash because we're using Skag Den for damage. Doesn't have to be because short fuse exists, but yeah, it helps. And then yeah, basically anything. From Coil to Rosenthorns to Plague Bearer, Boomfire. Snowdrift Splattergun. For annoyance for next to Mag Zane already has a... Yes. Next to Max for Zane for sure. Or, better yet, Airborne. Airborne's really good for Zane. You can't get it anymore unless you go offline. She's the great SMGs. Yeah, Kibsworth, Flipper, Plasma Coil. Chaosan's just nice to use. +1 for Chaosan. Yeah, Plague Bearer, Backburner, Kick Charger. Kick Charger one-shots are 100% a thing. So much fun. Throwing a toboggan. Boom. O.M shield. Boom. With Rocketeer, you get full freedom on what shield you want to run as well. I use Old God, but... is there an optimal single anoint for Rocketeer? You're going to want the gun damage one, so that's going to be consecutive hits or kill stack. $150 over 90 is good too. You can also work it into a URAD build if you want, but not recommended. Just consecutive hits or kill stack. Moze is the best fault into Zane being a close second. Under what metric, out of curiosity? Because there is very little Moze can actually do that is better than Zane. Aha! A red line! And it's ×4. Now, maybe I'm tripping, but ×3 red line does exist, right? Moze is the best for having a robotic companion. Oh wait, Moze is the best for blowing things up. Not that. She's fat? No, she's not fast. Oh, single target. Oh shit, not quite that either. Moze is the best at killing Runa with the right proton rifle? Yes. I guess she's better at ground slamming. Does Unkempt Harold times 3 have top damage for Rocketeer? Yes, it does. If you enjoy using the Unkempt Harold times 3, you will have a very good time with it. Fucking Harold. Did I settle between Harold and Anakim? So, with that particular project, I've started, typing the words. Fucking Christ. And I haven't gotten there yet. I think I'm gonna lean Harold, but... Fuck, man.
Pick the wrong fight.
Leaning Harold, I win. So I've got it open, actually. I'm not showing it. I am currently at 199. How many is it total? 239. I'm at 42. Did my game just crash? Why my game just crashed? I'm at 42 out of 240, and it's 3,000 words. Sad day for Anarchy enjoyers. Oh no. Second. For grenade of choice, do I generally prefer CMT or Hex? Hex. Other grenade, you've got It's Piss for damage, but don't sleep on the Mesmer. The Mesmer, when thrown, and it hits enemies, they change allegiance, so they work for you, and they'll start shooting enemies. And it also means enemies will start shooting them. So if you're tossing Mesmers around, you're taking a lot less shots. It's not totally needed because you've got brilliant fight for your life damage, and you've also got a sentry turret soaking up bullets and getting second winds for you as well. But it's a fun grenade to use. Relieves a lot of the pressure from enemy damage. And then in terms of player grenade, Hex is my favorite for most, for sure. %, OGT, yes. For shield cooldown reduction? Literally anything. You can do that if you want to... If you're going to be replacing your turret a lot, yes. However, it depends really the activity that you've chosen. Example, if I'm doing an arena, I don't want cooldown. I avoid cooldown because Moze has got a skill that when your action skill is on cooldown, you have bonus incendiary damage. This works like Skagden, and it's just as strong. It's really, really strong. So I actively just leave my turret out and don't have my action skill cool down. I even go into my my Guardian rank and turn off Topped Off. But then, of course, if you're going through a takedown and you want to keep replacing your turret in new locations, then yes, cooldown is good. So that's kind of up to you. I tend to not run it though. I just use like ASE radiation just for a burst of it. It doesn't really matter what you choose for shield anoint. Hex, Hunter Seeker, Lightspeed, Nagata, all excellent nades. Yes. I would say if you're doing like more gun focus, you probably don't care as much about the damage nades. ×4. ×3 red line does exist. I know it exists. I'm not imagining things. Would Snowdrift Rich be the artifact to go with? It's your favorite artifact in the game. Technically speaking, in pure combat, Company Man, but because there is movement in this video game, yes, Snowdrift's Victory Rush is just as good. You can keep using that. Moze Victory Rush. Moze is the one character, I suppose Zane as well, where a good Victory Rush will beat out the Pearl. And be closer to the Company Man. So yeah, you can keep using your Vic Rush. I use Vic Rush. I remember Vic Rush didn't work, and nobody knew. I might have to give up on this red line endeavor. And just settle for ×4. But I just want confirmation. What am I farming? I'm farming a red line because my brain is telling me that a ×3 red line exists and that it might be better than ×4, but I can't seem to make it properly in a save editor. So I thought, okay, I'll just go and farm one and have a look. But I keep getting ×4 ones. But I'm pretty sure ×3 exists.
You're done.
Plasma Coil, Howl, Playbearer, Kick Charger. That's a good loadout. Now, if you want Kick Charger one-shots, yeah, it's completely OTT, and this won't really be relevant for Kick Charger, but in case you're not quite getting the damage, pick up a Flare class mod. And that way, what you do is, you load in, there we go. Now, short fuse has got a fixed pattern. Your first shot will always be a short fuse. Fire Party Toboggan. We'll summon Cub and fire. And this means we get the maximum flare bonus. I've got Rocketeer on right now, but we'll get the maximum flare bonus for our shot. And the same spec will work. You don't need to change anything. Yeah, Coil dependable, Harold strong, Plague Bearer fantastic, and Kick Charger funny.
Opening up a finally.
Graceful Tactician. I wonder how class mods are going to be in Borderlands 4. They look like a complete and utter nightmare currently. I wonder if there's going to be any good purples or what. You're excited to farm for a Rocketeer build. Individual is excited to farm in Borderlands.
Murderized!
He doesn't know. Good luck on the farming. You love it? I hate it. I just want to play the game. Poor SpongeBob. Poor Road Dog here does not get to play.
Try to keep up.
And it still uses 2 ammo per shot? That'd be a shame. Alright, whatever. Alright, so red lines. Guess it'll have to be Minesweeper class mod. And, I picked up a tour company man, didn't I, yesterday? Yes, cool. So tour company man, damage, crit, mag size, or fire rate. I'm thinking mag size. If I'm not using some for the road. Revolver's probably best in slot here. Alright, this should be good. Tour company man. Minesweeper with shotgun damage. Red line. Revolta. And 29 mag size, so that's 15 shots. That should be enough. Big advantage of Revolta or fire rate. The floating tomb. Alright, what bosses do we go kill? One thing I noticed is the sticky mode was already killing it. I'm gonna do that on impact. I'm gonna put Revolter on to recover the fire rate. Impact mode. What's redline car damage? It's 80. With 4.46 fire rate, so not that high card DPS, but that's pre-sticky. Sticky should be a 50% fire rate increase, and then that's of course pre-sticky molt, which then takes it to like Monarch levels. I don't know what the sticky molt is. Does it say on the Borderlands Bible, otherwise known as Loot Lemon? 5% each. Is there a sticky cap in this game? And are we hitting it? Reddit post 5 years ago. They do. I don't know the number. Shit. I hope there's a cap 12 times 4. Right, it's 2 ammo per shot. So that would be 6 times 4. But we also have 29 in the mag, so that's 15 rounds. So it's 15 times 4, which is 60. Which would be 300%. Let me break out your calculator. %300% would be times 4, right? Okay. So that is 2 million card DPS burst. 2.14. To put that into perspective, Monarch and Peak No Pew Pew come in at around 900,000. This is over double a Monarch. You could put 2 Monarchs together And it would be less than Redline. $2 million card. Like, that's capable of killing things without a damage formula. Impact, by the way. Like, 356,000. 7 times less. That's not bad though. 356,000 impact. That puts it a little bit behind Butcher, but it's Splash. Although you do have to reload a red line. You have to reload a Butcher. I haven't taken that into account. Alright, who else? It's a hell of a run. Be a bit funny though. But that damage happens, but damage happens not on impact mode. I can't remember how much health this guy has. Probably not that much, to be honest. Grave Wall's 1.5 billion. This guy seems to be 800,000. Yeah. Split health bar types and neither of them being flash doesn't help though, so it'll be about the same time to kill. Hey Brucey, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey Sora, hiya. Good to see you, hope you're well. Can it be September 12th already? No, I've still got projects to do. You got chicken wings? Noise. Share. You know the rules. I love long linear maps like this, but like, Christ, I just want to kill the boss. Right. I probably don't need to optimize this one. I can probably just simply walk in. Take off Revolter, it's OTT, we don't need that in our house. Shock. Shock. Corrosive. That stays fire. Corrosive on that. Orb there. I could just go all in on shock, to be honest. The moment they start ticking, he's just gone. Right, like home that would bring up the clip. I know exactly which clip you're talking about. Yeah, let's just go all shock here. I'm gonna act surprised, you know what Redline does.
They couldn't hack it.
2 million card DPS, by the way. Redline is legendary and well fucking deserving. Because this has so much card DPS, granted we are cheating a little bit by counting mag size boosts, but like, it's a part of it. Yeah, this is just good on any character that you put it on. Like, it's extra good on Moze, but like, I'm not even using some for the road here. I don't care what no one says, the story sucks, but BL3 is the best in the bucket, it's so much fun. Hell yeah! Jack, this is a trip hazard. There is just a hole in the staircase right at the top. Who are you, fucking Michael Zaki? So I'm just gonna walk up these stairs and fall and die. That's an accident report waiting to happen. None of the big DLC bosses are tanky enough. Do I have Eyster? Do I need to go and give Eyster some plants and mushrooms and like make him high? You had to fill out an accident report last week because somebody was an idiot? Oh no. What was the incident? This is gear debuff, target softening skill debuff, so... You're training people not to do this. Yes, I have personally said it 8 times to them. This is rather explicit. Okay, so why do they still do it? Is this on the record? I don't know if is he armor first, then shield, or shield first, then armor? He's armor first, by the way. They put their hand in the way of the laser while it was on. Now, they were wearing the right gloves, and it was like half a second, so they're fine. But they said the word burn. I mean, were they burned? At all? Maybe I've been spending too much time in the kitchen, like... Not in the slightest. Why do you have to do all that shit then, if he's not burned? I might have burned my finger, but he didn't. So why do you have to fill this shit out? I was kind of hoping that it would do more. Oh hey, I just put my hand in front of the laser. Two people got the hell to say the guy who, bless his soul, is lovely, but now paywall's involved. Oh. Fucking idiot. So what did we learn? I need to watch this guy like a hawk. Yeah, I think I need big bosses for this. Like, fucking... chunky. I've just come from train, but... I should be able to exit Iron Bear. Before taking the jump pad. Not turning on 5x once to run through train area. No thanks. I'd rather just get to where I'm going. Although maybe like 5x train specifically should just be on by default because it's funny as fuck. You get to where you're going if there's 5 more trains. Damn, I could take the train. Why didn't I think of this? I realised I couldn't make it and then I missed the mantle spot. Well done, me. Deserved. Maybe a train would have caught you if there was 5 times as many. I'm not sure getting caught by a train is particularly healthy to the human skeleton. I could be wrong though. I'm not an expert. If I take a trip, 45-minute trip with 1 train, how long would it take with 5 trains? Nine minutes, obviously. I mean, yeah, just stack them together. I'll probably want to go top off here. Yeah. I blew myself up! Holy shit. It happens to be raining quite a bit. Good thing I'm inside. You don't get a second win for killing the train? There we go. It's raining really heavy. Number of musicians to play a song. Maybe they could just do like different bits of the song. Thundering for you earlier? Yeah, it's supposed to thunder. Adding 3 cellos makes the song 1.3 times faster. That's actually really nice. I don't think we've had rain this heavy this year yet. Come on, come on, come on, why? Bastard.
Step to the wrong chick.
Hey Jab, sorry to be a bother, but what's the point of this stream? I imagine you don't mean this in any kind of malicious way. Hey streamer, what are you doing with your life? I mean, if we're being entirely honest, I'm giving myself excuses to use various weapons in Borderlands 3 for recording purposes for a video. What we're actually doing is, we've been playing around with different characters and different builds. So, a few days ago I played a Razor Zane for the first time properly, messed around with a bunch of weapons. Then we did some Amara stuff, some Unweave the Rainbow, which I don't normally use. or haven't used for a while, and did some Hellfire stuff because Hellfire is really cool, misunderstood. And today I'm doing today and yesterday I'm doing boss killing on modes with my old one-shot build, which one-shots bosses with a proton rifle. It's really good fun. And speaking of proton rifle, one dropping. What flak stuff am I gonna do? I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead. Maybe Gorillas in the Mist. What was the Hellfire stuff? Oh, you gotta go back and watch it, Viper. Jesus, it's so cool. Wait, no, I'll just do it now. Where are you? Eternal Fist Pog, let's go! I'm on the wrong spec. Doesn't matter. So, Hellfire has very high dot damage for the base damage of the weapon. So if we look at, say, this light show, 25,000 damage per projectile, 25,000 dot damage. So look at this Bloodstar Beast, 7,000 damage, 12,000 dot chance. It's a bit higher because it's E-Tech. The Hellfire, 7,000 damage, 90,000 dot. That is big dot. You know what it also is? Big cryo efficiency. Now, what I was doing with Eternal Fist is not leaning into that at all. I even went 0 infusion using Eternal Fist to re-up action skill start on a Frozen Heart. This would freeze enemies, allowing me to get Unweave the Rainbow. And then from there, we would just kind of pump out our action skill damage and slay out from there with the Nelly Crit Anoint, and that hit really, really hard. This current spec is more geared to action skill damage. So we've got Reverberation. We do have Infusion, which means our 500% LA crits is not going to be as good, but it does mean we can use other stuff, like Revolta here, and we use Infusion Cryo to freeze enemies instead. We don't get Radsplosions with this though, whereas we did with the other setup. But this is more damage overall. Didn't mean this in the meeting where I just really want to understand what the stream is about. Yeah. Yeah, there's no challenge runs today, or I don't really have any planned between now and Borderlands 4, if I'm honest. Because there's just other stuff I want to be doing as we wrap up Borderlands 3 before Borderlands 4 comes out. So it's mainly going to be endgamey stuff between now and 4. Barrels! Yeah, we did Guardian takedown with it. Unfortunately, things like Tinks, things that can't be frozen are a bit of a struggle. So for bossing, we just use a Guardian Angel. And we've got action skill damage. Like, we have action skill damage. We have 5 out of 5 do harm, and 3 out of 3 awakening. We have action skill damage. So throw this on and just... And you don't need Revolter, as I say, I was doing the Frozen Heart method earlier. Or before. This one's just a bit more consistent, because we don't need our action skill to freeze things. Imagine if Amara had Our Man Flynn. Moze Day. Viper asked a question about Hellfire, and I felt obliged to you know, showcase, because Hellfire is cool, so, you know, don't fucking at me.
Your best is not enough. Feel the power. Let's make this.
I don't think you've ever seen a Hellfire drop for you before. It's because it only drops from Jabba Mogwai. And only in, like, post-game as well. All points are a thing that exists? Yeah. I got anointed enemies.
Child's play.
So with the 500 Ellie crit one, what you do is you, I believe the Hellfire dot stacks as well. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one. What you do is you shoot an enemy in the torso a bunch, and then you aim for the head, and they'll just explode. So like this one, I find more fun to use. But if you go infusion cryo route, the dots will be weaker because infusion will eat out of them. So that's why I went 0 infusion. No. Back to Moze. Again? I'm just missing a tiny amount of damage. I felt like I got more shots on that. Apparently it was less. Alright. There is a solution. I was trying to be lazy, but... Now we have a bit more gun damage and corrosive damage instead of fire damage, which should be better. It will be better, yeah. Corrosive old guard. Using a Rocketeer would help. That means I don't blow myself up. What? What?
Next.
Expert Blind Sage. You know, I didn't realize, but in the DLCs, they added a lot of legendary shockwaves. They're like, hey, we need some legendary shockwaves. It's like, alright. Adds like 5. Who knows how to get the Borderlands badge? I mean, like the one that Brucey and Raiden have up above, the red one. That was like an event. So recently there was an event in Los Angeles, and you got it if you watched like people streaming it. I'm not sure if they have a way of getting it after the fact though. I think all I'm missing right now is just execution. Really announce such things? They very much did. There we go. One phase Locomobius kill. Twitch badge in general, like a thing on Twitch to like talk about upcoming events, so people can like collect all of the badges. That'd be a good idea. So you could potentially create badge collectors, so you like just go out of the way to get as many badges as possible. Yeah, there was two you could get. There was one for watching, and there was one for gifting a sub during it. You know, within a specific stream. Right, we'll want fire for this one, obviously. This one should be pretty easy. Why do I have so many fire ion cannons? Yeah, just something like on the Twitch homepage saying like, hey, upcoming badge events or something. Right, 16 seconds, 18 seconds even, yeah, I can probably... Do I need to debuff him? I don't think I do need to debuff him. He did a bad attack. My Xbox recording broke anyway. Why it do that? Can you not follow up with that attack, please? I need you to, like, point. Alright, Pixar, have a good one. God damn it. So I'm trying to record this, and Xbox Game Pass just keeps popping up and saying, recording failed. It's like, right in the middle of it. It's just like, what do you mean, failed? You have one job. You have one job. Why do I have awful luck when it comes to recording software? Literally, like, all of the main ones, complete enough to dog shit in my hands. I don't know what it is. None of them like me. It is literally the reason I don't do YouTube more. Because I can't record shit. There we go. Got it. We got the shot. He didn't do the correct attack follow-up. He didn't do it once, actually, but managed to get a few, enough shots on his head in time. I don't have pull the holy pin. I should probably grab that. Completely and utterly unnecessary. Like, there isn't a single thing in this game tanky enough to warrant this. What's my spec? Oh. The spec is puzzling. Why don't I have stainless steel bear? What? Well, okay, I mean, that's just going to help everything I do. Okay, so I need 5 of those. Need all of these. Stop there for now. Is auto bear a good idea? No. 10 points for green tree. Okay, we've got Forge. No Russian offensive. Maybe I should have that. I have to sacrifice damage to get it, though. I mean, some for the road Forge is just purely an insult. It's fine.
Fortune, soldier of style.
Right, we now do more damage, which is excellent timing. Ah, see ya.
Come get some.
Slow death, but a funny one. It's just kept going. I'll do that again, but I'll keep an eye out on the timer. So, stickies last 10 seconds. I'm getting what? 10% ammo regen a second. So that's 3 ammo a second I'm getting. That's only an extra like 2 shots because of Forge. It was still going.
Later.
Of course, you can GA swap, but we're above that. So earlier we decided, based on this mag size, the sticky mult would be around 300. What happens when you add in an extra 5 seconds of shooting to that? Minesweeper, you weren't supposed to do that already! Buddy, you jumped the gun! Alright, that was a good one. The rocket pod, good weapon. I have an idea. I know those are dangerous words. Have I even done it on this character? Nope. Can I load Hemovorous with enough stickies that they'll keep detonating through the phases? Now, Hemo final phase is 8.4 billion, which is a lot. It's less than Seer, but there's immunity phases. And we'll be getting less crits. Right, the main thing is I can't let Hemo dig, or I need to wait until it digs. I think waiting until it digs is the play. Also, I actually want to be on corrosive, not fire. Hey Jerry, good to see you. Hi, hiya. More doors or more wheels in the world? There's a lot of doors. But given that the largest tire manufacturer in the world is Lego, there is an awful lot of wheels. I'm gonna go with wheels. Absolutely wheels. Like, my chair alone has as many wheels as I have doors in this house. So like, it's absolutely wheels. Where do you find a large collection of doors that isn't also paired by a collection of wheels? One V-Buck? Yes! That's what I always wanted. Right, we go again. I'm on corrosive this time and wait for it to dig. 18-wheeler lorries, every office chair, wheels and drawers.
Just feeding the birds.
I think I saw somebody mention something to do with like computer chips and how they could define something on them as a door. But like, feels like a bit of a stretch. $100 doors or a wheel. I don't know. Like, a wheel coming off a car, like, that has momentum and speed. Like, if the car was moving, you do not want to be in the way of that wheel. That is heavy and fast. That would knock down a few doors. Right, okay, hang on. This Varkid has actually ruined it for me. Right, I need you to dig. There we go. Can we shoot the gun, please? No, don't dig again. Yeah, okay. There's too much damage in this arena. How to stop Hemo from digging? Suck less. Sir?
Guess they couldn't hack it.
Yeet at me while I'm bloody covered in explosives. I didn't get a debuff on, unfortunately. Oh. No, it dug before she flew. I think this is possible, but it requires a lot of positive RNG. That's how hard you swing the doors. The doors, obviously, because if the gorilla could handle 100 doors, they'd be able to walk out of their enclosures in zoos. But they don't. They can't even handle one door. Driving a... How you doing, Casper? I hope you're well. Getting hit there sucks. No! Oh, that killed otherwise a good attempt. Getting hit there. One-shotting Hemo. I'm trying to kill Hemo in one, like, volley. But it requires not fucking dying and very good Hemo RNG. What the fuck is in these pods? Hemo gets like 2 mass at each pod, and the pod's growing in the fucking cabin. There's no nutrients here. How do you know? Alright, okay, so that's an Iridian thingy up there, by the way. So, like, this has significance to the Iridians. But what is Pandora but a prison for a giant planet star-eating monster? The pods go into the ground, and because that this is an Iridian structure, it is siphoning energy from the Destroyer straight into Hemovorous. That's why the Varkids here can get so much bigger than elsewhere. Because we're closer to the Destroyer here, with it being a Iridian ruins. I realized race car is so powerful. It's great.
Take the anybody counting?
Needed a dig. Revolta just kind of broke. I think. Oh no, I did it too soon. That's it. Come on, come on. Hold. No. Oh, that's just rude. Damn. Didn't quite have it in. I really want to know, in fact, I have the tools. I literally recorded it. Yeah, no, Revolta wore off just in time. So I've still got it here. This foot, you can see shock here, so that's Revolta. It wears off, and then I get hit and it activates. So Revolta was not the issue. There's still blue there. Still blue, yeah. I'm not really sure what I can do to improve that. I mean, there's a fucking menu that does it. It gives me a tad more gun damage for Harmonious Havoc. The thing is I got so lucky with Revolta there, actually, that even if I improve it with action skill damage instead of crit, I actually got really lucky there. I have a Herald on me. Just need a good mobbing gun.
Serving up fresh hot death.
What the what? Huh?
Freaking multi-kill, yeah!
Since when did you get that move? It's a super badass there, that really sucks. Ah, she dug. She dug before taking flight. That's a shame. And that's where the RNG comes in. Her health bar was depleted, and she still decided to dig instead of, you know, change fates. What manufacturer's Revolta? Hyperion. Can I see what you're getting at there, but I don't know what I even go for. I suppose I could drop powder lead for match set. I can have 3 Torgs. That would be 30%. Yeah, but no, that's just going to add with that and everything else. So I need a lot more. So I need to work in. Yeah, I need to do a menu swap. And get 40, but I still don't even think that's worth it. Cloud lights should still be better.
Hell yeah! Next!
Why the quick dig again? That pod spawned mid-air. What nutrients are coming from cave air? It's just, you know, rich in destroyer aura. Restore is dead? No, it's not. Somehow, the destroyer returned. What do we kill at the end of the campaign? Tyrene.
Rushed it!
She did an extra attack there. I think that's bad for me. No. No! Oh, that was so close. She did a quick transition, so there was a chance. But yeah, the double dig killed that one. That would have been it. Fuck. Alright, Riper, have a good one. Spontaneous down? There is no spontaneous down in this arena. There's always something, some fucking... That's why I'm trying to kill as many ants as possible. Because they'll just turn into badasses and just fucking... annihilate you. I really want this clip.
Body count. Why didn't you run?
That second dig. Didn't move around so much. Is this the red line? Yes. I could do better timing. So I was quite late to shooting. The thing is I want... I mean... How do you make it so powerful? It just is. Like, I've got an optimized loadout around it right now, but that's just, like, half damage. Redline's just really fucking good. stick some mag size boosts on, plop it in sticky mode, and shit'll die.
Why didn't you run?
Dig. No! Iron Bear died! Iron Bear fucking died. Also, she dug really fast though. Like, really fast. I was never gonna win.
Fine. Threat.
Also, Bear's not going to be a game changer, but it will help. If we can re-up skill debuff, then that's 15%. How long does does this even last? It doesn't say.
Right? Guess they couldn't hack it. Thinking I'm back.
don't dig, don't. Oh, that must have been frames away. That must have been frames. Thing is, though, she digs immediately. I don't know if she ever got target softening.
What up?
Can we not chase me when covered in explosions?
Freaking multi-kill, yeah!
Oh, hello. That's really not good. Poor Revolter. Yeah, getting hit there. Was it unable to re-up Revolter?
Anybody counting? Murderized!
Yeah, sometimes they just spawn as a badass.
right?
Alright, don't dig to me this time. Good. This might be it.
Get over here, dickweeds!
Yes! Woo! And to Vermi as well. Oh, I'm happy with that.
I did not expect you to win that one, recruit. But even though I lost a substantial amount of money on Econet betting sites, I'll waive my finder's fee and let you keep all that loot. You're welcome.
Hey Joe, speedrunning? Sort of. 100 to 0 Hemovorous with one red line volley.
Get over here, dickweeds!
It's that easy? It is not that fucking easy. Jesus fucking Christ. It is not that easy. That was not an easy maneuver to pull off. Getting the head start here. So, a minesweeper from the stickies went off, which phased Hemo before I'd even started detonating them, which is kind of cheating. But I don't really care.
Get over here, dickweeds!
The stickies didn't have to last one dig. We had enough damage. This is why I keep throwing the grenades, just to keep the damage at a maximum. How long are we firing? Six seconds? Yeah, I suppose. You waste a second charging the gun up. With your 5 seconds of infinite ammo, which only gives you 4, and then the gun empties in 2, so yeah, that makes sense. Maybe weapon charge speed is actually the answer in terms of passives.
Get over here, dickweeds.
The moment his immunity phase ends, he just dies. A 207 mil there. Didn't have Revolta for this guy, but not like it mattered. Doing the same to Fermi as well. Right, I think that's enough of red line. We've kind of gone round everybody, haven't we? With red line. There's no way Proton Rifle does Seer. Seer has, what, 4 times the health of Locomobius, and we struggled versus that. We needed overkill for Locomobius. If it was Flesh, maybe, but... So Ionic Disruptor's special abilities, it kind of like goes underneath shields and armor and stuff, but like, does that even do anything? Ah, one thing I want to test. Let's say hi to Traunt. Right. First, we make sure everything works. Wrong action skill. But that's fine. Right, the weapon I want to test. This will either fall flat on its face, or it'll be interesting. Just depends on a bit of a game mechanic. And some RNG, I suppose. Introducing the Bird of Prey. Now, it has a 33% chance to spawn a powerful projectile from above. That's not good. I really hope it's actually random and not a fixed seed. Or if it is a fixed seed, for it to be on the first shot, please. Now, this powerful projectile, they're not lying. It's like 600%. So they definitely are not lying. Oh. That was clean? That was clean. I want to do that again. Okay, true random. True random. So it means every time we go for an attempt, we have to do 3 attempts. Because it needs to be on the first shot. Right, no, that's not... Hold on. Broken it. Yes. Oh. Is that random damage boost in the first shot? No, so it's random... I'll go through it once I'm back in game. The reason why I need it to be on the first shot is because on hit, 33% chance to spawn a powerful projectile from above. That does 600% damage of the damage of the weapon. Seemingly can short fuse. Now, short fuse is on a fixed string, which means it is not truly random. The string was probably created randomly, but it's the same. Every time, for everyone, it is that. And we know what it is through testing. So it's 101. Any damage iterates it. It's 101, 0001, 00000111, something like that. It iterates itself. So when you shoot, iterates, short fuse procs iterates again to the second one. Which means once this bonus powerful projectile hits, it's on a 1, it short fuses again. So if the first shot short fuses, the second shot will also short fuse. Short fuse being Moze's blue tree capstone. So if the first short fuses, the second also will. If the first one doesn't, which happens if you completely overkill an enemy with the impact of the bullet, short fuse can't proc. If the first one doesn't, the second one won't, and the third one will. That's 101. So I need this 33% to roll on the first shot. So I hit, it iterates, bird comes down, short fuse. I could iterate it with another form of damage to get to the 0. And that way the first shot won't short fuse, which is actually... So that didn't short fuse, that did. Oh, bird's coming in. I missed or something.
Step to the wrong chick.
Wow. Did that even short fuse? Yes, it did. So, this is with overkill. I've got a really sore throat now, fuck. With overkill, 12 million damage. That's pretty poor, but I didn't have many of my bonuses active. Bird comes in, it's for 68 million. Bird short fuses, 1071 million. Over 1.07 billion. Now, the bird of prey projectile's not splash, but that short fuse will be. What that means is there'll be another skag den for that. At like 4 or 5 billion. So that's a 6 billion damage hit. And I don't even have flare active. Are you saying short fuse increases its own counter? Is Borderlands, I believe it? Yes. Because it's a separate instance of damage. You can see it right there. I've got a 68 and a 1071. That is the bird and the short fuse. That's 2 instances of damage. But each of them, if the bird would splash, each of them would get their own separate Skagden and Big Surplus or whatever. So 1 bullet hit, short fuse proc, 0 short fuse hit, iterate to the next one. Do you want to get a quick iron cannon kill? Hang on. Right. How much fun can we have with a bird of prey? Fuck it. We'll just go straight to Seer. You don't get Harmonious Havoc though. But I think I've kind of grabbed all the damage that I can really get. You don't get how to proc biofuel with railguns. There are lots of ways. So with the railguns themselves, every 4th shot will be Cloud of Lead. That's a fire bonus element. And crits will be experimental munitions. That's also a fire bonus element. But that's pretty rubbish. If you have Dark Army drones, they will be shooting, doing the above. That is fire dots. If you use a grenade like a Hex, could be any element, this is Splash. And with the Anoint, upon taking damage in Iron Bear, you have a 20% chance to spawn a grenade. That Anoint allows you to spawn grenades whilst in Iron Bear. And those grenades will be getting Skagden. Hex will be getting experimental munitions. That's more fire, thanks to the Hex. So between Hex and Dark Army, you'll be good. But you can take it a step further. You can equip a shield. You can equip a rad suit for Radsplosions, or an Ember's Blaze shield, which is fire aura. I would recommend the red suit for the Radsplosion aura. And those will be really consistent procs of fire ducts. Especially the Hex. And the great thing about the Hex is you'll often have one out when you do run out of fuel or health at the wrong time, that you might immediately get your Iron Bear back before it's even popped up on screen, before you've even finished the exiting Iron Bear animation. You might have Iron Bear back.
Ah, you woke the cub.
It seems like potentially decent damage. Of course, I wasn't using flare before. Ooh. Yeah. Too many things. Too many windows. Do you think Rafa's skill tree wise sounds bonkers, but Vex seems mem? If you watch my video that I did, or my stream that I did last week, yeah. I think I probably need kick charger here. I'll need a lot of damage here. Ah, Wraith will be fine. Fantastic. Bird of prey. Hey, big bad dirty dog, how you doing? What did you just witness? Hey, friendly fire, hope you're doing well. Hiya. Well, indirect projectiles sound crazy, and just the sheer amount of double dipping as well, Sonic. Like, 3 auto crits followed, like, I remember seeing that and going, oh my lord, that's insane. That free auto crit skill with shock darts. And then I got to the other trees, and I didn't even incorporate it into any build idea because the other trees were just so dumb. So much double dipping. I really hope that's just poor wording or like what? I mean, I don't want to say Vex seems meh because Vex seems actually well made and good. It's Rafa that's like the insane one. I've seen that in time. Ultimately annoying boss one-shotted. With the bird of prey as well. That's cool. I didn't record the build up. So like it seems that the bird did less damage than the bullet. Because that looks like 291, and that's 253. Oh, hang on. Now I'm confused. So in that run that got the kill, the bullet seemed to do more damage than the bird. So that makes me think, well, if I had just short fused then, the bullet would have killed anyway. But that very much did not kill. I think I missed the crit. You need the build. This build's purely for one-shotting. Not very good for mobbing. I mean, it's fine. It annihilates, but not optimized for mobbing.
You're done.
The charger hits too hard. That's more what I expected. So that was only 201 million. For some reason, the other one did 290 something, so I don't know why that still did less. But you see, Seer is very much nearly dead. So what that's telling me is that's just Moze. That's just the power of this weapon and Moze. And that the bird did not get overkill bonuses, which makes sense. But the overkill, yeah, it's basically like just having free overkill. So I'm a little disappointed in that, but that's still good to know. I'm gonna try Onyx Disruptor here.
Say buongiorno to my tiny amigo.
Did I really miss? What is happening? Why does it look like the bullet is swerving around him? Melee first for the buff. That won't. Not here. Do you want to know what happens if I do that? I'm not sure what happens if I do that. Less damage. So, Ionic Disruptor's got a bit of a secret. Let me find it. Now I'm gonna have to take a second, spec it out. Does the secondary projectile proc randomly? Are you referring to the bird of prey? Yes, it seems pure random. I don't think there's anything else here that affects my damage. Is that it? Like, not even that. Anyway, so, Ionic Disruptor. As you say, when you melee, you get a buff, but meleeing with this weapon triggers a damage over time on the enemy. A dot. You know, the reason why that wouldn't have worked when I was going for a gun one-shot kill is because this dot is a bullet. a bullet. A bullet. Sorry. Which means it'll iterate my short fuse pool, so it meant that when I went for the shot, I wouldn't get short fuse. And it means it also gets short fuse itself. So this will probably take a few attempts until I figure out, like, what's needed.
Over here, dickweed.
See that chunk there? That was the short fuse dot. Don't think I equipped it in time, or... I just didn't give me a dot. I think I needed to... I think I popped it too quickly. Bit more damage. I don't think I've done this since the 300/90 nerf, so maybe it just doesn't work anymore. You know, as in, like, being able to one-shot Seer specifically. We're still doing 5 billion damage in that hit, so, like... I'll one-shot a lot of other things. Decent. I think if I do grenade after swapping weapons. Yeah, about the same.
Died like all.
I don't think Groundbreaker does anything here. I followed it up. No.
That ain't it. Way to maul 'em. Come get some.
Yeah, it's just causing explosions. Shame I can't get that one-shotting anymore. Right, so basically this is free overkill. Now, getting overkill would still help for Grave Ward. It would still help just getting the first projectile, you know, harder hitting. Harder hitting projectile, harder hitting Skag Dead. There's probably 1 billion damage in that, easy. Oh, definitely, actually. Unleash the Dragon. You missing the purpose of what that was about. So that was trying to one-shot him with the Ionic Disruptor dot. We can one-shot him with other stuff. We just one-shot him with Bird of Prey. The question is not, can we one-shot him? I can take off half my gear and still one-shot him with the Kick Charger or the Major Kong. He was actively trying to one-shot him with the Ionic Disruptor dot itself. Not the Stinger. The short fuse dot. Do I have Sniper? How do I not have a Sniper one? I think that was 2 hits. Quite enough oomph.
Deploying the comms.
Yeah, that was definitely projectile into Bird. I don't know what that second hit was. It was almost like Bird, but it didn't short fuse.
Come and get it!
No bird. Yeah.
Serving up fresh hot tech.
I'm surprised the bird is using all of its damage instances on the second health bar. When the bullet itself is enough to do the first health bar, you would think the bird alone. I suppose it needs the short fuse, yeah. Since Bullet's getting everything, Bullet short fuse skagged him to do the first bar. That's weird, it can one-shot Traunt without Flare, but then with Flare it can't handle Grave Ward. I mean, Grave Ward is a tough one-shot because of Health Gate, but... like, how many Traunts is it? I am struggling to find it. Ah. Heavy Traunt, 382 million. So an entirety of Traunt is less than 1 bar of Grave Ward. So I guess that makes sense. Right, with that, I'm going to call it there. My throat is hurting quite a lot, so I'm going to go rest up. I want to thank you very much for watching. I will not be live tomorrow. I should be back Tuesday. No idea what I'm going to do. I think we've exhausted Bang and the boss is gone. Could do some more Moze stuff, but on a different build. Try and find something to do with Flak as well, that I don't normally fuck about with. Shall see. But yes, thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Stay safe, stay awesome, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.